Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I was asked to talk about leadership, especially in young position. I think being recently trained and also getting involved in leadership, one of the reasons which I have found in many our young position why we don't get involved in leadership is the fear of failure. So I will talk about it, how mostly addressing towards the young position, although among the crowd, I might seem only the youngest one. So, but we have a lot of people online. So I strongly believe, this fear of failure come a lot from how we grew up. Growing up, one thing we always talk about number अच्छे ले लो, if you get good grades, you will be successful. But no one ever talk about अगर failure हो जाए, because whenever we have any failure, whenever we have any setback, either we were being told to strong up, or we are being punished, or we are being in a way not validated. So over time, we went to medical school, we came to US, we have been glorified based on our results and grades. But whenever there is a failure come, it ignite a lot of discomfort feeling because no one ever told us, that whenever setback, feeling sad, feeling down, feeling anxious, feeling frustrated, these are all normal feelings. So I will talk about a couple of practical steps for our young physician, how we can get rid of this fear of failure and take any opportunity that comes on the way. Because many times you have seen that, or you have a lot of experience, many times you have seen that you may come across some opportunities or you may come across that someone, you can do something better, but you self-doubt yourself. You self-doubt in a way that I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I do this thing, what other people think about it. So the reason we self-doubt ourselves, despite all those good grades, despite all those great achievements, is because somewhere, someone in our life told us that our feelings, our emotions are not valid. And unfortunately, most of the time, these lessons are being taught by loved ones who we grew up. So what I would suggest to our young physician, please, anytime if you have any thought, that you can fail, when you take a leadership position, that's a pretty normal in that children. So the first rule, you can have 24 to 48 hours, you can binge watch, you can eat, you can whatever you want to do, but get up within 24 to 48 hours. Get over it. Because if you are not getting to get over it, you will just stay in that stuck position. So the first rule which I want to share with my is to get up within 24 hours. And the other thing is, in order to get up, you have to give up something. And a lot of time giving up means the expectations of others, what other people will think, what other people will say if I take this leadership position. So the other thing what I would suggest is to get rid of the expectation. And the third thing is, we lot of time we have this that I am just a good clinician, I am just good in taking exam, I am just good in so we have this self identity of ourselves, whenever. So but that's the other reason, when we don't see ourselves being a leader, we don't consider when those opportunities come. And the other thing is, the lot of time surround yourself with people who are involved in leadership position. Because when you are in that environment, you will see that people who went through similar circumstances, similar situation, they have somehow mastered those difficulties. So when you surround yourself with those people, you will learn and you will go. And the one thing that I would like to highlight is focus on your strength. Because being an international medical graduate, going from Pakistan, we have a lot of strengths, but I have seen so many great applicants, so many great residents, so many great faculty who dwell too much on our weaknesses, who spend so much time on self-criticism. Agar ek bhi galti ho jaye because of our weakness, we just cannot get over it. So one of my mentors gave me this really good example. Zeeshan, in every house, we have a room where we keep our, the vacuum cleaner and everything. We don't show that room when guests come, but that is an essential part of the house. But if you start yelling, screaming of that room, that is, I'm just wasting so much space of my house. I wish this room should not be existing. If you don't take care of that room, so after some time, it will be filled with a lot of bugs and all those things. So similarly, we need to understand we all have dark space and dark side of our, but this is part of us. This is not out. You don't have to show that part of to some people, but we have to acknowledge that this is part of us. And sometimes, just like you clean that part of the room, maybe in a month, also just spend some time. Let me give you an example. Some of you may know me, some of you don't know me, but if I share something that is very painful about me, people who are texting, people who are doing, I will get all the attention. Even if you don't know me, you will get all the attention because I'm sharing something that is very painful. But when our body is telling something that, I'm struggling, we go out. The moment we have a failure, oh, yeah, kuch khane chalte hain. Let's watch these things. Let's do this thing. So what I will encourage you, embrace that failure is a part of the journey. And yes, you may fail because of some of the area in your personality that are dark. So just admit it and also own your strengths. And the last part is the mentorship. Many times, I am grateful to APPNA and to our alumni. We are providing so many platforms to our young physicians. So how you can maximize these mentorship platforms? You need to prepare. When you meet someone, at least you know the name, you know which alumni that person is, what their specialty. You don't go and ask that I need mentorship, but you don't know about that person. So be prepared, be reflect, and then take action. Just don't sit. If mentor tell you something that these steps are good, so please take the steps. And because in action, you can make the progress. And the last thing is, because being a physician, we are very outcome driven people. When we don't get the success, we get discouraged. But we don't realize it that the success stored before it showed up. There are a lot of small successes, a lot of small efforts when you put, then finally after some time, that success can come. So the simple message is, don't get scared of the dark from your dark side. Don't get scared what other people think about you. If you feel this is something you would like to do, I will encourage you to take that step. I will encourage you to be among those people who went through those things. I will encourage you to utilize all these opportunities, and I will encourage you to hone on your strength and forgive yourself if ever you make mistakes. Thank you.
Thank you. Zeeshan, I have a question for you. Can you describe briefly what if somebody's coming in from Pakistan, what services does APPNA provide or YPC provide that they can look for?
So we have, YPC Facebook page where every year we provide a mentorship, people who are applying for residency, and that mentorship means that to review personal statement, to review a resume, to review their letter of recommendation. We help them when they get the interview to prepare for them, to try to network with them, try to connect them with other people. And the other thing is, once we're reviewing their application, if they have some deficiencies, like for example, if someone has less publication, so we try to connect them with the mentors from their specialty. And the final thing is, trying to find out some observership, trying to connect. So it's a lot of, based on, what specialty you are, looking, we pair you with the mentor, and that mentor can help you one-to-one coaching and provide you the service.
Okay, so get on the YPC APPNA Facebook page, and there's also a group that is very, very active. So get on that. What can be done to improve the services?
what can we do to improve?
Anything we can do to further improve, or anything you feel that anybody else can help out, or how can we possibly even improve the services further?
I think services for the applicants, is that what I'm saying? I think one thing I will encourage you, especially people who are very, again, scared of failure, if I text on that page, what other people might think about it. I will say, a lot of times we get into this, we get into this, what are so many steps, I need to take. I would say, if you feel you need help, APPNA YPC page is for you. Just take the next step. Just put a post there. Just and see who can you help with. And whenever you get paired with a mentor, to try to prepare and try to reflect, what that mentor, and then take action. I think what I have seen, people, they get stuck, they get freeze, and they don't share what they are going through. They think that other people might already assume what you're going through. So I will share, please share, and then we will be happy to provide whatever we can do in that.
Question now or later?
If you have a pertinent question, you can please step up to the mic.